That's me swabbing the DNA of a homeless man so I could clone him inside my $10,000 DNA constructed laboratory that I extract genes and DNA cells. Long story short, I was in my DNA lab and had an idea. I want to clone an actual human live on the street today. After searching for 45 minutes, I found this nice man named Eddie. He was homeless, but he was a very kind-hearted man. He told me he doesn't mind me swabbing his DNA so I could clone him because he always wanted a son for himself. I then swabbed the inside of his right cheek with my chemical grade Q-tip so I can clone him with his own DNA. I then placed the Q-tip back in my chemical grade DNA case and gave him $100 so he can go get food and went back to my laboratory in Los Angeles, California. Back at the lab, safety first, I took your DNA Q-tip out and looked at it. The DNA looked amazing. I then placed your DNA in an agar plate and added red biohazardous phosphate. To make sure the DNA was alive, I put my microscope on 17x zoom to make sure the DNA was moving. And yes, it was moving absolutely perfect. You can see from here, I sped up the process of the DNA moving around so you can see it at 100x zoom. It took over 200 hours of recording and time-lapsed it at 13 times the speed. And this is exactly what you see. Before I colonized your DNA, I added citric acid and put it inside my lab. I then placed your DNA in a nitrous sub-zero ice tank. I then placed your DNA in a microcentrifuge. What this does is it spins at rapid speeds to accelerate the DNA process. Once you put it in, you close the lid and you press it all the way to the top so it spins and diffuses the DNA at the most highest speeds possible. I left this inside for over 3.5 days and then I came back when it said end on the machine. This is your clone at only 4 weeks old. That's only 30 days old right there. And in a few months, I should have another version for you and a beautiful clone.